Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgie, and this is NE OBLIVISCARIS, who I have already featured a song off this album. I don't know, a month or two ago, I can't remember. So, I went to see NE OBLIVISCARIS 3 nights ago as I'm recording this, in Manchester, in the UK. I don't know if there's another Manchester in the world. Don't know, doesn't matter. I went to see them in the Manchester in the UK. Supported by Persephone, technical death metal band. If you don't know what Persephone are from a country called Andorra, which you'll probably have to look that up on the map. It's a country, it's about this big, and it has the population of, my local town, I think. So how it produced such an amazing bunch of musicians as Persephone out of such a small population is beyond me. That's not what this is about. They were also supported by another band called Asymmetric Universe. But unfortunately, I don't know if this happens in your... Don't worry, I'll get to the song eventually. I don't know if this happens where you are, but in England, it seems like there's some kind of conspiracy to make sure that nobody knows when the first band is going to be on. So when I was going to see these guys in Manchester, I checked on the website, as we always do, because you can't trust what it says on your ticket, can you? And it said, doors open 7 p.m. So you think, right, doors open at 7, then people have to get in. First band on 7:30? Does that seem reasonable? Well, no. One, I have no idea when the doors opened, but I got there about 7:20, just walked in, which is kind of what I thought would happen because the queue's gone in. The first band's just finishing. They must have opened the doors. If they did open the doors at 7, they must have put the first band on at 7 as well. So when the first band came out to play, there must have been no one there, and then people just started wandering in. And this happens time and time again. I'm not going to go into fully rant mode, but this happens all of the time. People I know have started contacting the band that's on first to ask them when they're on, because you cannot trust any of the information that you get from the internet, or certainly not the information that's printed on your ticket, which was printed months earlier. And I understand that things change and all of that sort of thing, but it just seems to happen every time. It's like some kind of mad conspiracy of not letting you know when you should turn up, which I find bizarre. So the best thing to do is just message the support band and say, when are you on? Because they're the people that, one, will know and are keen enough to actually tell you to come and see them, That aside, so I'm sorry, Asymmetric Universe, I saw about the last 5 minutes of your set, which looked very, very prog and noodly and instrumental. So I can't say anything about Asymmetric Universe except from the 5 minutes I saw, they seemed to definitely know what they were doing. Then we had Persephone, which was great, as you would imagine, and then came NE OBLIVISCARIS. So, because you might as well have a gig review while we're here, eh? Let's face it, the gig is kind of why we're back to NE OBLIVISCARIS. So NE OBLIVISCARIS had some problems for this tour. Their harsh vocalist, I've got his name here. Sorry, I don't know everybody's name. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? His name is... Yes, it's gone. Mark Campbell. I knew it was here somewhere. So Mark Campbell, their harsh vocalist, has had some problem. I don't know what, but it meant he couldn't come on this tour. And that decision was made literally about a week before they were coming on tour. So they were screwed, in their own words. The other singer, oh God, let me look up the name of him. So Tim Charles, Tim Charles, great guy, very entertaining person to watch. He literally said, we were screwed. So what happened for the tour was they got the vocalist from Black Crown Initiate, James Doughton, who came up with like a week to go, learnt an entire set and went on tour with them. Did he do a good job? Well, let's put it this way. Going to this gig was almost a religious experience. So he must have done a good job, because I was stood there just in awe. I was just It was stunning. Bear in mind, the place I saw them is quite a small venue. It's not very big at all. And somehow in that little shitty venue, they got amazing sound, and they came across like you wouldn't believe. I went with Paz. Paz, if you don't know, used to sit here, and we were just, oh my goodness, how? So NE OBLIVISCARIS, if you're not familiar with them, very technical death metal band, but very progressive as well. The lead singer plays the violin, and he plays it very, very well indeed. And when we saw him come out and he's got his violin, and you're like, and I mean, it's not like I'm super fan. I've got this album, and we'll get to that. But, you know, you're just like, oh, how's it going to come across? Because sometimes when you're live, I don't know if you've ever noticed people playing traditional instruments, they're like soaring away on it, whatever it is. But you can't hear it, you know, because we didn't know how good the sound was going to be and everything. You thought, how's this going to work out? And it worked out brilliantly. The sound was amazing, and his playing is just fantastic. But that's not to detract from everyone else in the band, who is also utterly fantastic. So 2 members were on this tour, 2 from Australia, 2 from France, 1 from Italy, and then James Doughton, who's American, came to help them out. So it really was like an international showing of top-notch musicians creating a wall of sound that was both blow your ears off and beautiful at the same time. It was, honestly, it's the sort of gig that made me think, wow, if I'd known they were going to be this good, I think I would like to have travelled somewhere else to see them again, you know. And they are still playing. If you're in mainland Europe over the next month, they're still touring through, I've not got the list on my screen, but it's like France and, have I got the list here somewhere? No, I have not. So it's, oh yes, I have. I'm lying to you. So they've still got to go through France, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Czechoslovakia, and back to Germany again. Well, excuse me. I should probably edit that out. And I'm going to sneeze again. Oh. Okay, managed to pause the video that time. Whoa. Okay. Pardon me while I just sneeze my head off. Yes, it was amazing. It was amazing. If you get the chance to go and see these, go and see them. Be prepared for... I mean, it's kind of extreme. Not everyone's going to like it, but my God, it was amazing. It was just amazing. They were amazing. And then after seeing them live, I already had this album, but I only tinkered with it. And then I played it again very loudly. Like, very loudly. And it's a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. It's just like, wow. And I know NE OBLIVISCARIS people are going to be coming to this video. They're going to say, oh, look, someone's reviewing the thing. And I hope if you are a fan, you get to see them live. If you get the opportunity, just go. After all of that, so I'm going to play a song now. It's called Graal. It was released at the end of March. This album was also released at the end of March. In fact, no, I'll take it back. The song was released end of January. Album end of March. So it's out now. Just go and buy it if you like this sort of thing. Because, don't get me wrong, this is not necessarily an easy listen. But if this is your genre, oh my goodness, it is. I mean, it's something else. This is... So I'm going to play this. Clearly there's not going to be any kind of sort of critique, because I've already been gushy as a gushy thing, so it's not like I'm on the fence about this band, is it? So, yeah, this is like nearly 9 minutes long, and it's got about 10 words in it. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but there's not a lot of words. I think just immerse yourself. I'm gonna. Okay, I've got to pause the video. I'm very sorry, but I have a headphone issue. Something's gone wrong in my headphones. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I fixed it. I had a loose connection somewhere. When you do this, there's like wires everywhere. Oh no, I just had a loose... Something just wasn't plugged in properly. So I'll start again. I don't know where... I honestly don't know how I'm going to edit this together. So whatever you get is what you get. Wise words, me. Let's start again. Duh. Crank it up. Let's go. It's just, I mean, it's epic, isn't it? And that's just one song off this album. This album is not, how can I put it? I was going to say it's not an easy listen, but if you love this sort of thing, it is an easy listen because it is just so well done. It just sounds so great. The production is great, and the bass in that. I mean, you know, when we were at the gig, you know, Paz said that is the coolest bass player I've ever seen because he's playing this amazing stuff, but he's not like in your face with it, you know. He's just getting on with it. Yeah. I'm just doing my thing, but his thing is off the chart, sort of thing. And the same for everyone, but you know, it's like bass players are also like unsung musicians half the time, aren't they? And this guy was amazing, and you could hear it in that, couldn't you? It's just everything. The drumming was that, you know, the drummer must have springs for ankles because it's just like for an hour, but in a nice sort of subtle way. Does that make sense? So, you know, it's all going on there, but it's also well mixed and well done, well put together, and well written and everything, that nothing, you know, it builds up, but nothing's overpowering in my view, except the whole thing is overpowering as it's supposed to be. I'm just talking around in circles because I'm sort of in love with this thing, and it's hard for me to be sensible about it, you know. It's something else. So this is out. They've got other albums out. They did some song called And Plague Flowers. Not sure if anyone's ever heard of that one. It's like their most famous thing, which is just everyone requests it. I'm not sure if I ever even did that song. I think I may have avoided that because it was too popular, which is what I tend to do. But they've just produced such amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And this is no exception. So go and buy it. If this is your thing, go and buy this album. That's all I can say. It's just amazing. I could just keep saying that over and over for the next 2 days, probably. Let me know what you think, as ever. I'm going for a rest, because it's like exhausting, but brilliant. Let me know, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.